Hi there, I hope this finds you well. I've been away from the channel for a really long time, and while I was gone, I was working for you. Over the years, I've been asked as much about the old Chet stuff as anything. And then let's play a blues lick. So because that's been a big part of my life, it needed to be documented, and I documented it for you in the last course you're ever going to need on how to play the Chet Atkins arrangement of Ain't Misbehavin'. If I don't get you to the point where you no longer need me, then I failed. It's available as a one-time purchase for lifetime access, and there's a link to the information in the video description below. I wanted to keep it consistent with what the entire idea was for Fretboard Playground from the beginning, which was learn how music works, then you can do whatever you want with music. It's 3 hours of material, over 100 videos, I think it's like 125 or something, 14 PDF files, and how Chet played it in his classic arrangement, note by note, beat by beat, measure by measure. Now in the music I've labeled that phrase A, but what is phrase A actually made up of? It's made up of a pair of very simple themes. The A chord only lasts 2 beats, beats 1 and 2. Then it goes to the A sharp diminished 7th chord, and that only lasts 2 beats on beats 3 and 4. So recalling step 5 of the thumb picking tutorial, what is the harmonic rhythm of the piece of music that you're playing? The harmonic rhythm is simply how fast do the chords change. Suppose it's only 2 bars on something like Freight Train. You're going to be repeating that pattern. But if the harmonic rhythm is faster and the chords change sooner, these patterns that we've just gone over always begin anew from the chord that you go into. I wanted to keep it consistent with what the entire idea was for Fretboard Playground from the beginning, which was don't just learn things from tab and regurgitate them by rote and look for easy answers with YouTube guitarists. Learn how music works, then you can do whatever you want with music. And it was a foundation that I was given very seriously for a period of 9 years when I was starting to learn guitar. All we need to do at first is internalize one A section and one B section, and then with that basic framework, instead of learning 32 bars of music, all we're learning is 16. It had a lot to do with how I felt free to explore so many different musical styles, why it is that I never really felt boxed in, and by the time I showed up and was going to a guitar school, my experiences and my story with it was remarkably different from that of most of the other people that I was going to school with. I wasn't struggling to learn how to read. I wasn't struggling to learn how chord progressions and melodies fit together. I'd been given a lot of foundations. So that was some of what I wanted to give you if I was going to make a course on here's how you play a specific arrangement. And that's exactly what I did. Arriving with our hands in the position that we learned in the mechanical breakdown, let's look for a triad. Chet's solo in the second half is a blueprint for great soloing and the concept of great soloing, not because of the technique, but because it's melodic. This is important, especially if you want to make a living at this, especially if you're aspiring to do this as more than a hobby. Chet was trying to sell records. Great solos give the listener something to latch onto. You can accomplish that through giving them stuff that they're already familiar with. And that's the whole variation. So if in the main melody he just plays, in the solo he plays. This doesn't mean that I won't ever be posting another YouTube video. But the other thing that became clear during my time away was I don't really care anymore about YouTube. I'm not capable of playing the YouTuber game, and the others who are stuck in endless gear reviews and product placements given by people who play Little Wing literally with wrong notes, who play wrong chords on Stevie Wonder tunes. That doesn't have anything to do with getting better at the guitar. It has a lot to do with success on YouTube, I suppose. It has a lot to do with marketing. But it doesn't have anything to do with the guitar. The energy is simply better spent helping the people whose interests are simply better suited to what I've been working to build for you. So the bulk of my creative energy moving forward throughout 2026 is going to be spent building more courses for you over on the website. And I'll check in from time to time here. And specifically to my fellow Chet Atkins people out there who are interested in this kind of stuff and learning to play it, I hope to see you again on the inside of the course. If you need 35 years of guitar lessons, then maybe the guitar lessons weren't working for you.